everyone, today we are doing a Father's Day card, and I have been fishing with my family for the last couple of weekends, so I decided to do a card with a little boy who's fishing. My son kept asking us to take him fishing, and he had actually never been, so we went out and bought poles, and we've gone fishing 3 or 4 times, and we have not caught anything. So this is how the Father's Day card that my kids are going to give to him. So there's a little boy with a fishing pole inside a little pond, and this is from a child's year. So I have the shadow in the left-hand corner, and then the regular picture in the right-hand corner, and then I have a border of fish, which came from Life's a Beach. That will go on the inside of the card where the greeting will also go, and then I have the card. So we're going to go ahead and cut that out, and then we'll put it all together. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is emboss the mat that's going to go behind the picture of the fisher boy, and we're going to ink emboss it actually. So I have an actual Sizzix plate, texture plate, that we're going to ink. This is one with little tiny dots on it. Looks like bubbles, so what we're going to do is we're just going to ink this, and I'm not going to be super perfect about it because I want it to have an antique look. So once I ink that, it's hard to see on the slide, then I'll send it through. Sandwich for this is different than normal when I use an embossing folder. So we'll go ahead and send that through. I'm having a hard time turning this so close to my machine, my Cricut. Okay. Once we get that through, it should look like this. So it's brown with the blue showing through for the dots. Okay, once I'm ink embossed, which I think gave it a really cool look, I'm going to glue this on here, on the card, which, let's make sure we know which way it's folding. My crease is just a tiny bit off, so I'll just fix that with my bone folder. And this will go on here, and I'm actually going to turn it up just a tiny bit, hoping that my fisher boy will stay on there. So let's not get these tangled up. Yeah, I can't trim him up any because he won't fit on here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the mat down. I like those texture plates because they give the embossed look without it being too heavy, so it's just something different. Once I have that centered, then we're going to put the boy's shadow on here. And I especially like it with the ink because it just gives it that nice antique look without making it super, super dark, but towards the top. Okay, and then we have the final boy who's going to go on top, and we're going to ink him first so that he has a little bit of dimension. So I'm just going to take the ink pad, ink his sides, which is a little difficult with all these little extra pieces hanging, but we'll be alright. We're going to use the glue pen for this little guy. Okay, after we've used our glue pen, we'll just center him on the shadow and glue him down. Okay, whoops, must have missed his foot. Okay, so there he is so far. Okay, well, we're not done with the card yet. We want to add some bling of some sort to the bottom, and since it's for a boy, it's a little harder. But we're going to use a picture hanger in the corner. So I'm just going to punch a little hole in order to put my brad in to keep it in its place. So I'm going to take out my big bite and make a hole about where I'm going to put the brad. Okay. Then I'll attach the picture hanger. Alright, and then we can attach the ribbon. So I'm just going to go ahead and loop it through. And then I'm going to tie it at the end where it's looped through. And then I'm going to glue it down with the tape runner. Okay, I'll trim off the end. And then I'll make this end pretty. And then there's our card. We need to stamp a sentiment on the inside. Actually, what we might do is we might just stamp it on the front. But what we'll need is tiny, tiny piece. Let's see. Let's try this out. Okay. I stamped Treasure Life's Little Moments on a strip of scrap cream colored paper from cutting out the boy. And I'm just going to trim it. And then I'm thinking we'll just leave him on the front, actually. We can put it right on top of the ribbon. Just like that. So I'm going to pop dot it. Remember to use at least 2 pop dots so your piece of paper is not twisting around on the top of the card. Okay. So I just want him to be a little off center. Alright, and there's our finished card. Thanks for watching.